Today's journey takes us to Deadman's Bay, Newfoundland, and Labrador. Sometimes it's just about putting yourself out there and always looking to better yourself in any way possible. It's good to find a way to express yourself to your fullest potential. I'm Fellerpine, and this is Finding Purpose, Episode 2.
I studied and learned for a purpose, my dear.
Wow.
Would they approve my message? Would they?
When I foolishly let you know that you remember what you said.
Wow. Here we go again with another hike on the East Coast Trail. There's a couple of access points for this trail, including the community of Blackhead, or you can access it from the Freshwater Bay Trail. It's amazing out here. Pin cherries. Hey guys, today's adventure is about not letting anyone or anything hold you back from doing what you want to do or the things that you enjoy. Once again, I started this journey today with no destination in mind. I find some peace in approaching the unknown, and it's always good to be ready for anything. I'm about 3 minutes into my walk and I'm already absolutely sweating. I don't know about anybody else, but I hate even bothering with photography on really sunny days. You're always consistently adjusting your settings and it just becomes overwhelming. But wow, what a beautiful spot, look at this. And in saying that with photography, I don't believe I took a single picture on this day, as I wanted to keep my focus directly on recording the process, even though the process is sometimes a little tedious. Funny thing about vlogging experiences like this on really hot days is that you gotta make twice the steps to go back and get your camera. But what you gotta do, man, for the content. Absolutely love it. You just gotta learn to love it for whatever comes your way. It must be 25 plus out today. It's so hot. I was actually gonna leave with jeans on today, but I'm thankful that I decided to put on shorts before I left. I think I would have perished by now. At this point, I realized I had reached a different level of comfort when it came to talking to the camera. When I try and decide where I'm going on like a hike, I generally just want to go to a place that's not too crowded with people. I just find that like even when you're coming across people on the trail, you try to be as friendly as possible, but you know, people just aren't out to really socialize anymore, and it's interesting times. I feel like cell phones and certain technologies have like taken us away from wanting to socialize. I notice a lot of people will just holler at their phone when they walk past you to escape. It's almost escapism. That's fine, but it's a little strange times, but I love it. You know, you gotta love everything for whatever it is. Whew, I'm sweating. By no means am I judging the people that don't know how to communicate well, because I myself felt I was a victim of technology taking over my ability to communicate with others, as I also used it as escapism in the past. And just as I was speaking on that topic, I just passed along two people. One fellow pleasant enough to say hello, but the other person either too anxious or just, you know, don't really know how to communicate anymore. And I feel that's something that we've definitely lost over the past years, is that not everybody even wants to communicate, I'll say. It's interesting. I'm really just looking for a spot to have a little boil up. The video will never do justice on what I see. Everything is really coming to life now. I think one of my fatal flaws with hiking is that I don't really own a pair of hiking boots. I do have like a pair, but generally I just take like my shoes. And this is the kind of issues that I run into. My shoes and bag hole. That's okay. Minor. There's not many hikes that I go on that I actually don't get my feet wet, and you know what? That's all on me, really. That's just all on me. Today, I'll try my best. Everything in nature is so beautiful. Like, look at this. So colorful. The patterns, everything is just unbelievable. It's good to look at the simple things in nature and give them value. There's always so many things that catch my eye as I'm walking about. Sometimes it's important to keep your focus on these simple little things. One thing that I'm not liking about this trail so far is that it's taking me off the coastline, taking me away from the beautiful views that are out there. And I don't really know where it's taking me because I've never actually walked this one before. So we'll see. I don't know how much farther I'm gonna go either because I'm getting hungry. Just walking along the trail. I've seen this sidewall. It's a bit of a steep hill adventure, but I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so what I have determined is that this is gonna be water the whole way down, as you can see. But this looks beautiful. There are no easy paths in life. I'm starting to question whether this was a trail or a stream, but there's a rope here to get down to the beach. Seeing how many spider webs there were coming down here, I don't think many people embark on this. I'm covered in bugs. Whew, I made it. Check this out. What are you gonna see if you don't go for a look? I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Might have it in one of my books, but it looks pretty cool. At this point, I didn't know I reached Deadman's Bay, but the name was quite fitting considering the journey it took to get down there. I don't think I've ever seen a bunch more maggoty flies, but you know what? I just found paradise, I'm pretty sure. Look at this behind me, this waterfall. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. This area was truly remarkable. I hadn't seen too many waterfalls like this up close, especially not ones that were hidden like this. To say it's the most beautiful thing I ever seen might be taking it a bit far, but this place was stunning. And I was gonna make sure that I enjoyed every moment while I was here. Perfect lobster pot, I'm pretty sure. Finding places like this is what truly makes my day. This makes my week. I haven't been feeling well the last few days. I had a stomach bug. I believe I had food poisoning or something along those lines, but I had to get myself outside today and appreciate nature, and oh my, I didn't even know this was here. I love it. I want to say that I find myself getting more and more comfortable just express myself, being myself, and whatever every single time that I do talk to the camera here. It makes it a whole lot easier. Oh man, freedom. This is freedom at its finest. Alright, now I'm going to have a little boil up and I'm going to take off before I get eaten alive by the flies. Today I'm trying out my little tiny stove. You just put it on your canister. It's the first time I've tried this as well. So we'll see how this goes. It's pretty simple in nature. I don't think there's much to it. It's still in the box, so you can tell that I haven't used it yet. And it's still as shiny as ever. Pristine. Cute little thing. So you just put this on top of your canister. Just lay it on top of that. I can't get enough of this waterfall. Just gonna be enjoying my can of lentil soup today. Organic lentil soup, 100% plant-based, vegan, whatever. And I'll get some more into that topic now in a moment. I was pretty hungry at this point, and I was extremely eager to test out this new stove I had. Unlike my stove I used in my first video, this one can be more reliable in different situations, including when the ground's wet or you can't find any dry wood. I love that these little backpacking stoves have been created for little adventures just like this one. This one in particular was fairly inexpensive, but seemed to do the job very quickly. I said I was going to speak some more on the vegan or plant-based topic. I'm not someone that would ever consider myself a vegan. Now, I do eat a fully considered vegan diet, but I don't like to classify myself into groups with really anything in life. So for myself, I just try to eat a raw plant-based diet, and if somebody asks me, you know, like, how come you don't eat meat, I just tell them, you know, I just eat plant-based. I just don't like to classify myself and limit myself into to a group like that. It's just the way I am, and people can do whatever they want, but for me it's just, I'd rather be myself about it. With just about everything in life, you want to try and be your full and honest self. That honestly took about 30 seconds to boil. So I'm pretty impressed with this stove already. That's pretty good. I had to stop what I was saying there, but the vegan, just because of how fast this was boiling, it kind of scared me. After going through what I'll call some sort of spiritual awakening in the past, I decided to fully shift my diet and the way of life to fully plant-based. What a perfect little chair. It's made for me. I think everything is meant to happen for a reason. And that was for more reasons than just one. On top of realizing that some of the biggest, strongest animals eat a herbivore type diet, I began to question more things. You see protein promoted everywhere. And obviously we need protein in our diet, but that's not the only vitamin that we need. So looking into bigger animals and what they eat, it made me question whether there's just a market for the protein and things that are promoted like that. I want to say that I don't have all the answers, and who knows if I'm on the right path. But I truly believe in the plant-based way. And for me, if I believe in the practice that I preach, then that's all I need. Another reason for myself for switching to the fully plant-based way is because of allergies. Most of my life, I let allergies hold me back. And I was mostly unsure of the cause of them. I had so many allergy tests as a child. I knew what I was allergic to, but I didn't know what fully triggered it on every time. There would be days at a time where I wouldn't even want to leave my house. I'm so thankful I found this spot today. It's incredible. Days that I wouldn't even feel comfortable being around people. So I had sheltered myself away, thinking that there was truly no answer for what I was suffering from. Until I found the plant-based way. I realized that with meat, there's a lot of mucus that gets created when you consume it. Don't scratch your fly bites like me. I'm not saying if this is true or not, but in my research I've learned that mucus can be the cause of a lot of problems and disease in our lives. Dis-ease. Am I right or am I wrong? Who knows? But I believe in myself, and I believe in what I'm doing here. Like anything, you should do your own research. Check multiple sources, and make sure that it's something that would work for you. I am no doctor, but I can just shed my light on my personal experiences with what I have learned, and what's worked best for me. So hot, man. I'm trying to force it in me to get out of here as fast as I can. One more thing I wanted to talk about, actually. Water that I do choose to drink. By no means am I saying that bottled water is the answer, but I do choose to drink water that does not contain fluoride. Fluoride is said to, what is it, calcify the pineal gland or affect the pineal gland in some ways.
The pineal gland is commonly referred to as the third eye for many different reasons. It's believed to be linked to perception and awareness, helping with your clarity, imagination, and intuition. There's also believed to be a connection between the physical and spiritual worlds when this is accessed, potentially providing wisdom and insights through deepening your spiritual connection.
Water is absolutely not the best, but I don't always have the luxury of having a spring next to me. I do need to get on that though. If people can let me know in Newfoundland where I can get some natural spring water, I'd be grateful. That would be amazing. So thank you. But I do recommend you avoid fluoride at all costs. That's just my opinion. So you don't have to listen to me. Just from my own research, and you can do your own. Everybody can do their own research. There should be no, there should be no judgment in and amongst why I do a certain thing or why somebody else should do a certain thing. So just do the things for you. Absolutely.
It is truly unfortunate that clean natural springs aren't as common as you'd think here, especially in a place like Newfoundland where there's freshwater streams everywhere with little pollution here on the island. I think we all deserve fresh and clean natural water, rather than water that's filled with dozens of chemicals that we know little about. Some are claimed to be for balance, but how do we really know that? And how do we know how these chemicals are affecting us over time?
Elle est finie. Alright, before I leave here, I'm gonna take a look around at the beach to see what kind of rocks are here and get some collectibles. As always, I always try to bring back at least one. I don't know if it's an addiction or what, but I do like collecting my rocks. I think that's an okay addiction in a sense. At least I'm not spending money on something. We'll see what I can find right now. A lot of everything that I'm seeing here seems pretty basic. I mean, like, I don't really want to take something like this back. I got so much stuff like this. Even though I do appreciate the way that this forms, like, that's incredible. How do you do this, nature? How do you do it? I haven't even looked at this side of the beach. This is amazing too. Oh my. Something like this is more of what I'm looking for. Something unique. But there's no way I'm taking this back. That's huge. That's like 20, 40 pounds. Oh my god. It's beautiful though. There's so much going on in this. I'd love to take it back, but I will not. Not today. Not up over that. No sir. I'm really not having much luck, so I might just take a couple of these back. Seems that a lot of the stuff here is a lot bigger than I want it to be, so. My goal eventually is to become very familiarized with like all rocks and all rock structures and everything about it, but I don't really know what I got right now, but I'm sure it's not much. I found this. Nothing too fancy, but it looked kind of cool to me. Stood out. And I found this one. Again, nothing too fancy. But I like it, and that's enough. That's enough for now. That's enough for today. Time to get a move on. Alright, I think I've had my day out here. I've done more than enough in that sense because I just found something that I didn't even know existed in this waterfall and this beach. And the trail leading down to it. I mean, I can't ask for much more than that today. Absolutely beautiful. You know, I am so grateful for the support I'm getting. Hope this continues to grow. Just got splashed by the water, but that's okay. Yeah, just thank you all so much. I hope everybody's having a good day. And yeah, I am Fellerpine. This is Fellerpine. Everything you see is Fellerpine. It's all perspective. Just remember that. Love yourself. Love the people around you. Be grateful. Be respectful. Be ambitious. Do the things you love. Thank you. See ya.
With Fellerpine, I'm just trying to share my message with the rest of the world. I want to shed my light on the experiences that I've had and the things that have made me who I am today. Fellerpine is about me, it's about you, and it's about finding your own purpose and your own way of doing what you want to do in life. But as I've expressed before, there's no better moment than this present moment right here. So right now, I'm grateful for all that I got. I'm thankful for the people that are around me, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to share this message to you guys in the way that I do. So just push yourself more every single day. Shed your light on the world and never stop creating the dream that you want.
I studied and learned for a purpose, my dear.
Wow. Wow.
Would they approve my message? Would they?
When I foolishly let you know that you remember what you said.
Wow.